today is kind of a special day because we brought Nick out from, he's usually behind the camera saying bad things to us. Now he's in front of the camera because you went with our wonderful Bengt Lemne to GDC. And should we say that I didn't get to go? Hate you.
Yes.
Anyway, and you, at GDC, you got to play Infamous 2.
Yes, I did.
And since you loved Infamous, the first one, we thought we'd bring you out and give your impressions.
I think Infamous was one of the best games, or one of the best games we have in this generation of consoles. And when I had the opportunity to try the second one, I of course grabbed it. I don't want to spoil the first one too much because I think the people who haven't played it really should go back. But you are this character called Cole, and some stuff happens in the city you live in, and
that's a good
all of a sudden you are kind of a superhero. And that I think is what the first game did very well. You feel like a superhero more than I felt like a superhero in any other game.
The first game is very much about it's a free roaming game. You have these superpowers. You can climb on everything. You can shoot electricity, and you have the good side and the bad side. But what did you feel was the biggest improvement when you sat down with Infamous 2? What was the first thing that, whoa, this is?
I think it took what made the first one good, which is that you feel really cool and that you can do all these sort of things, do free roaming. You feel like you actually impact the story, even though it's still very scripted. You can choose what you want to do, good or bad, and improves on that. Every move looks cooler, you feel more badass. Now you also have like this charge up meter, so when you've done a series of attacks, you charge up this meter and then you can do even more cool attacks, which is very cool.
I really like that line. You feel more badass.
Yeah, it is a badass simulator. That's what it is.
But you at GDC, they had a demo for both the good and the bad side.
Yes.
What would you
actually played both because I couldn't stop. And that's the cool thing again, that you feel like it's actually a different story. I completed the first game twice. I'm actually on my third playthrough now because it's such a different story. You can do different stuff. And in the second one, you continue the story from the first one, where now you're out of the Empire City and the evil guy in the first one has kind of spawned this new enemy that you have to fight. You're not strong enough to fight him, and so you are going out of the city to figure out what has happened, and also with this Wraith sphere, which is kind of the main thing in the first one. Figure out what is happening, figure out how you get strong enough to actually beat this evil dude. And that's where you're going. And you meet a lot of new characters and learn new powers and all that stuff. And the mission I played was that you have to free this woman called Cool, who might have something to do with this Wraith sphere. And she's captured by the militia, and you get two different characters. Your buddy Zeke tells you, well, if you free the police, they can help you attack the place and free her. And then you meet this other character, which is new in the second game, called Nyx. And she tells you, well, instead we can take this, it's like a tram, which is rigged with explosives, and ram that through the gates to this evil palace thing. And explode and go that way. So that's kind of the evil approach, and that takes a whole different way of how you do this mission, and that's what is really awesome about this game, I think. Another thing they've added to this game is the whole mission create thing, which
that was a big thing during GDC. That was kind of the secret they had planned for GDC. It was the mission creator. Yeah. Did you get to play around with it at all?
No, actually not. Nobody got to try it. So they were showing stuff off. In the first and the second game, you had red dots on your map was evil and blue was good, so that's the same sort of thing. And you have other colors for different stuff. But then you have a green dot now, or there can be a green dot, which is the missions created by you. And basically, it's not just moving around some enemies and say you can kill this dude. It's almost like a Little Big Planet style of creating missions. You can do a lot of stuff. You can do races, you can do shooting galleries, you can do all kind of stuff, which could be insanely awesome. I mean, it could really get this game to a whole new level.
Do you think that there's a lot of work put into it? Because you had, there were other games which includes, for consoles, includes mission designers, mission architects, kind kind of features like Dante's Inferno, for example, but that was kind of limited. It was just spawn these enemies at these points. So
it looks like Little Big Planet, maybe a little bit of the Far Cry level creator. It looks very, very easy with the same sort of wheel, and looks like you can, like in Little Big Planet, you can do a lot of stuff with it, even though it's simple. So it's a matter of, will there be a community for this game? How many people are going to buy the game? How many people are going to start making levels? And you can, they talked about that you can actually have that you say, I want to do race levels. So race level shows up in your map. And you can skip them completely and do the normal missions and play the story. Or you can choose what kind of levels you want to play. Or you can choose to have, actually have the levels that is suggested by the developer. So only the very top levels are being, or missions are being shown to you.
Okay, cool. As we should point out, we captured some gameplay, or you guys captured some gameplay at GDC while I was sitting at home, from Infamous 2,
Yeah.
which is available on GRTV. Just do a search for Infamous. It should be said that that's not Nick playing.
No.
That was some random dude playing. Some people pointed out that he wasn't a very good player. It wasn't Nick. Nick was an awesome player,
it was a bit
of course.
too sad because he didn't show off a lot of new stuff like the power meter, and your body seek from the first game comes back and actually makes this weapon called the Amp, which is a weapon your body seek has created, which is these two metal rods with electricity that looks really cool and feels really awesome to fight with. So I'd say from playing this game at GDC now, before it was maybe in my top 5 or was in my top 5 anticipated games, and now it's definitely my number 1 most anticipated game, even though we got to see some other cool games like Batman at this show.